Hello, so you're gonna need two My First project boards, scissors, tape, and maybe some measuring tape if you want to do it for the other way. And I'll show what I'm talking about in a second. But first, what you'll want to do is you'll get one of the boxes, and you'll turn it the other way. And basically, what you're doing is you're making like a little house that you're facing it the opposite way, because I like to use blank boxes. So once you get it this way, you'll get the other one and do the same thing to it, and you'll connect them together and tape them, and voila, you got yourself a box. But now you're wondering, like, okay, now that I did that, now I have an open space on the top and an open space on the bottom. Correct. That's where that other box comes in place, and that's basically going to be to cover the top and bottom. And I have one right here to show you what it looks like once you connect them together. See, it's a pretty good sized box. You tape the edges, you tape them pretty good, good. And you're not even using that much tape, honestly. And then once you do that, you tape them together, you want to do the top and bottom. Like I said, this is an opening, you don't want to have that obviously because it's going to fall out. So you're going to want to use the size of the other box. And this is what I was talking about. You have a little openings there, but that's okay, because if you tape it pretty good, it won't really affect the inside package. You gotta tape them really good, and you can see it's pretty sturdy. And once you do that to this side, you'll do the same thing to this other side. And once you get them all taped up, first you're gonna want to get the guitars to sell them, and here they are. Here's one of them. You're gonna put it inside the box and get the other one. This is in case you need to sell two. I'm not sure. I think you probably can get away to put three in if you were selling all three together. Let me see what that looks like. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I have never really. You might have to twist it around for a second. Yeah, you can get away with probably shipping three, maybe four, but three for sure. With this technique that I'm using. Of course, you're not just gonna ship them like that. You're gonna want to use a lot of wrapping, packing stuff in there, like pack it with like bubble wrap, whatever you have, to make sure they don't move around and don't break and shake. But once you get that in there and all the stuff stuffed in there, you're gonna want to use that other little box part, and you're gonna want to cover it up like that. You're gonna cover it up like that. And that's basically it. It's super easy, super cheap. The box, the two project boards cost me like 88 cents a piece. The tape, I usually get the tape of like 6 tapes, so that's probably honestly the most expensive thing that I get, which is like what, $6-7 for the tape, and then 88 cents for those. And then the other box I use for the sides, it's just a random box. You can get any random box. Make sure it's a pretty good size, so like this. So you can make sure you can cut it and put it in place. And of course the wrapping, the plastic wrap for the guitars, that costs 99 cents a piece. And that's enough for one guitar each. Or if you have the big one where it has like more square footage on it, you can use those as well. But I like using these because this is just enough for one guitar. I don't have to measure and kind of like. So when I was talking about earlier that I was going to share a little bit earlier why you need the measuring tape. If you're just shipping one of these guitars out and not 3 or 2 and just one itself, and you want to use the same method that I use, you don't want to use measuring tape to kind of like measure the length of what you're going to cut off. And what I mean about that is like you're going to want to probably cut off like right there. So like that it goes all the way through. So like that you can just put a little bit of packing stuff in there and it'll be a little bit different. But what I'm trying to say about that is you'll get the measuring tape to measure the length right there. You're probably going to want to cut off like maybe half of it. I would say probably half. It's probably about good. Or maybe a little bit more than half, like right there. You want to cut off the length, the same length on every single 4 sides. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. So like that when you connect them together like this box right here, it's all connected perfectly evenly. And you don't have any little seeps and stuff like that. I mean, that's basically it. And it'll be a lot easier to maybe find a box to kind of like connect stuff with it. And like I said, this was a box that I used. It's all destroyed. I just got the sides. And maybe with the next one, because I do have to ship out that one just guitar by itself. Maybe I can use maybe like that right there, the bottom of it. So let me see. So yeah, look, that's the back of it. You don't want to use that side, obviously. But like I was saying, like, see, that's probably gonna be, yeah, about perfect. And it has a lot of like opening, but if you use a lot of tape, honestly, if you use a lot of tape and it has like a little seeping, you can see through it like that, it's gonna be fine. The post office people are not gonna get onto you about that. As they just want you to make sure that everything's you know, if you do have a box that has like stuff around it, that you use stuff to like, you know, cross it off, like, you know, if it's hazard, it's obviously not hazard. And that's the main reason why I do it the way I do it with shipping my stuff out usually. I have a little stuff right there on this side over here. But that's the reason why I do it that way. So I guess so I don't have any problems at the post office where they're like, excuse me, sir, can you make sure you you know, fix that? That's why I like using all my blank boxes. Just simple. Very simple. But a box like this, not to put them out there, but a box like this at like a UPS store, if you ask for a GuitarHero box or just a box like this itself, it's going to cost you $25. So check that out, you know. You're paying like 88 cents for each of those. And then, of course, you need another box. So you're honestly probably paying like less than $10 for the box. And the reason why I say less than $10 is because you got to include the tape. If you buy a bundle of tape, which I did, it's like $6-7 or $8. I'm not really too for sure how much it is. But with the tape, the 2 boxes, that alone is kind of close to like $8. But if I'm just using one tape, I believe you can pay like $1.96 or like $2 for one roll of tape, which that's what you can use because you don't use a lot. So $2 for the tape, 88 cents a piece for the boxes. So like I said, you're saving some money, and with shipping going up and stuff like that, and the rates and stuff, you can use all that money you can possibly get here and there. And but yeah, it's really easy, really simple to ship and sell everything out like that. So yeah, if you have any questions, comment below. If you have any videos that you have that you want to share with me, you can like link them below too. And yeah, I'll be happy to check those out. And don't forget to subscribe and like my video, my channel. Thanks.